Christian, guess what came through the mail
Let's
today?
see. See.
See that there? Feel that, man. Let's rub that box, man.
It's heavy.
Oh, look at that plush. Look at that nice little, very velvety type, almost envelope here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what's in here, Christian. I'm waiting on this thing. It's my American Express Platinum
Platinum.
business cards.
And it's heavy
Platinum.
too, y'all. It's heavy.
Yeah, now.
Normal card.
I'm gonna say now, this disclaimer, it's an advertisement. I'm not by no way affiliated with American Express. Though I use their products, I'm not affiliated. This is not sponsored. Okay, but just an average, hardworking guy who tried his best to build his business credit, and this is just a reward. You know, I had the gold card. Do a quick comparison from the perks and the benefits of this platinum card. I was a little skeptical about the platinum because I wasn't really sure if I could really benefit from it. You know what I'm saying, as far as the points and perks. Well, I always benefit from the perks, but my expenses optimize the perks as it would do using the business gold card. So I think this card is more geared for office type work, expenses like that, airplane travel, hotel stays and things like that. So that's what I think this one is more geared to. But nevertheless, I was given an offer of pre-approval, so I said, what the heck, I might as well. I've worked hard, I paid my bills on time, I kept my balances low, try to pay them off as quick as possible. So that I guess that was a reward. I got the gold card maybe back in February, and here it is July. They wanted to upgrade me, and I said okay. So we're gonna see what I can do with this card. I'm sure I can find a way to optimize it for my benefit. Like I said, but I'm not here to brag or boast, but just to share, what I'm saying, my little American Express Business Platinum card. Like I said, in my journey to build business credit, this is a good step. I would like to encourage, to work on building credit, work on educating yourself about credit. That's the main thing. It's something we weren't taught. Some people, don't really know to understand that how important it is to have credit. It's good if you have money. You have enough money to pay for your expenses. All your expenses, which is fine. But it would make a lot of sense too. It'd be beneficial to, instead of carrying cash, carry your credit cards. Use your credit cards to pay for your everyday expenses, because you earn points and you get perks. You have benefits. Like free hotel stays. Even pay for trips. I haven't got as far as that whole status of paying for the whole trips, but you get discounts and rental cars, things that you do when you go on vacations, or work. These cards, they hold a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? Not just per se as the card itself, but outside, like I said, you have so many partnerships with these cards, and like I said, in my quest, I want to teach my son to, you know, educate himself, be financially literate, because it's important. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people argue the fact, credit is bad, and you're just a slave to it. In some cases, it might be true, but if you are, what's that word? If you're responsible with your credit, you can find that it will be very beneficial to you. Like I said, you get usage, you know what I'm saying? You get to, just don't overspend. Don't try not to go over 30% of your credit limit. If that hurts, go 30% of your credit limit, it starts to have an opposite effect. You won't build credit like you would think you would. It would kind of hurt your credit score. Paying on time, paying ahead of time helps. Just try to be conscious of how you use it, what you use it for. Like I said, there's certain cards. So I wasn't a big fan of cards that had annual fees because, in my mind, I didn't want to pay someone to use their card. But I was recently stumbled across someone on YouTube. They explained it all. That annual fee will pretty much dissipate, as you pay for your everyday expenses. You travel, gas, clothes, utilities. I use my card to pay for everything. And then, like I said, once you start racking up points, that annual fee dissipates. It's it's paid for. It's free. It's nothing. The card is free now by everyday expenses. And like I say, with this platinum card, I didn't really go through I don't really know all the perks, but I got plenty of pamphlets in here. I want to educate myself and see if I can take well advantage of this card. Like I said, I encourage you all to, by all means, educate yourself on credit, because, like I said, if you learn how to use these credit cards, you can learn how to leverage wealth. Teach your children, family, friends how to use their credit. The value you can get from using credit cards, is like you know what I'm saying. It's no limits, per se. Once you build your credit, they have different tiers of credit cards. There's 1 tier, 2 tier, whatever. We'll get into that some other time, but it's like I said, it's very important to educate yourself. We weren't taught that. Our parents weren't taught that, so they didn't understand, what it means to add your children to your credit cards, teach them how to be responsible. Pay attention to what you're buying, and by all means, pay that thing on time, if not before the due date. Learn what it means to have a start date. What do they call it? The start date, the open date, and the closing dates. That's real important, because you can use this card in between the open and closing period. You may pay your bills. You have a whole, I would say, close to 30 days or almost 2 months before that bill is due. But I recommend that you just use it, pay it, and the word's coming back to me that credit utilization. That's important. Credit utilization. You got more debt. You know what I mean? So debt to balance ratio. They charge you with a credit utilization. Your score goes down a little bit. So you got too many loans, too many credit card limits. You know what I mean? That credit utilization. Look that word up. It means a lot. You know what I mean? It will have an adverse effect. You might be paying your stuff on time, making payments on time, but if you have too much utilization, look it up. Don't take my word for it because, like I said, I'm rambling on about it. But in short, long story short, keep it at 30% if you can. If you have to go over 30%, pay it off quick as you can. That'll be my topic for today. Maybe in a later video, I can break it all down to you in terms of how to build, how to maintain, you know what I mean? And like I said, how to leverage wealth. That is my journey with these credit cards. Thank you so much, people.